Hey guys, Roy here from Radiant Clean. Today we're doing a roof. I'm up on the second story right now. And a house washing, window cleaning, screen enclosure, which Dante already did. Finished cleaning off that patio. And then we're doing the driveway. So we've already been here for about 2 hours doing windows and cleaning the fence down there. So I'm starting on the roof right now, and then we're gonna finish washing the house. Dante's down below, keeping everything wet, and we'll go from there. My hose is still sputtering, and it has the best pressure, but we found out why. It's not the pump. There's a crack in our mixer in one of the plastic pieces, so it's sucking air. So I initially thought it was the hose that was sucking air, but we replaced that. Then I was sure it was the pump, so I went to replace the pump, and while I'm doing that, I noticed a big crack in the one valve. So that is probably why it's sucking air and not keeping pressure. We ordered a couple new ones, should be here today or tomorrow. If they're not, if that's not the problem, then it's definitely the pump. So we'll replace that. So as usual, we're going to be careful on this roof because it is 2 stories. So careful with the edge. We got this dialed up to about a 5% mix today because there are parts of this roof that are pretty dirty. And because it's 2 stories, I don't want to spend a lot of time up here. Put some JB weld on the currently cracked valve last night, and it didn't quite hold. It's holding a little bit, so it's not sputtering as bad as it was, but it's still not where it needs to be. We're doing the windows here today too, so it started with the inside windows. I didn't bother filming that. It's kind of boring. But we always start with the inside windows before we get all dirty. But also that way, once we do the outside, we know if we missed anything or if there's any smudges or anything like that. You can see a little bit better. We'll save the windows for last, obviously, because we still have to wash the whole house, and there's algae and stuff on the glass, so I'm going to make sure we get all that killed before we try to. It'll save us time and energy on scrubbing and stuff when we're washing the windows. This house, the windows don't look to have been done in a while, so I was going to do water-fed pole, but I think there's just too much buildup on them. So I'm probably going to have to do them manually, which takes a little bit more time. And you have to climb up on a ladder and whatnot. So, but water-fed pole can definitely save some time, but it's not the best when you've got like active algae and stuff on the windows and spotting and stuff like that. So it's great for maintaining windows, you know, that people have been cleaning them regularly for a while. But if it's a new clean, it's not the best. No, that's how it's supposed to spray. And now it starts to die out. Direct sun today, so you can see the bleach is already misting off the roof. I should probably be wearing some ventilation. Or some protective, but I think the roof is going to get this hot today. It's only in the 60s here in Florida. That's our winter. You can see that mist coming off. That's the bleach just evaporating because it's hot up here. The shingles are hot, even though it's not that hot of a day. It's only 60 something. That's one of the reasons we use surfactant when we're doing roofs, is not only to help it just kind of cling to the roof, but it does help it evaporate a little bit slower, theoretically. Although you can see, like, that mist coming off, it's not really having a huge impact. Alright. First coat for the second story part of the roof. Let's see if we need to touch anything up. Looking pretty good. Spots really that we missed. This wasn't a horribly dirty roof. She had mentioned that they had it done about 5 years ago or something, which is generally what we recommend. About every 5 years, 3 years, depending on vegetation and stuff. looking pretty good up here. Not seeing any dark spots that we missed, which is good. You can see I have crystals in there for bleach neutralizing. I need to add some more over here. Right now, we weren't able to put gutter bags on those gutters because they go right into the ground. So we're putting neutralizer in the gutters.
You'll see as I add this bleach neutralizer, there's some foaming that takes place in the gutter. That's the neutralizer reacting with the bleach. So that shows that it's working.
All right. All right. This part of the roof is really dirty. Being cleaned by our runoff. Do I want to get up here or do I want to hit it from the ground? Dante's spraying those plants because it's spraying over a little bit. Water them down. Doesn't that stuff getting on the branches move. See how dirty this stuff is right here. Must be, I just got bleach yesterday, so it's pretty fresh. It's working really well right now today. I'm not really having to go over stuff multiple times like I sometimes do. You wouldn't think fresh bleach would matter that much, but it does. Alright, moving on to the last part of the roof.
By the way, that ladder support that you see there, because it does get sprayed with bleach, this was the last job we ended up using that on because it broke. Bleach ate right through the metal. So we have upgraded that since to aluminum support so that it's less likely to get corroded, although the bolts will still get corroded, but that one didn't even last a year and it got improved by bleach.
Always make sure I try to hit the stuff that faces the driveway really, really well. That's the first thing they see. Alright, I think that does it. So we've done the house washing for parts of it. Now we're gonna head into the windows. Outside of these windows are pretty dirty, so they definitely need to be scrubbed. Some of them have algae growing on them. My scrub, we've been using a walnut pad. Unless we find a spot that's really, really dirty, and then I'll use a quadruple aught steel wool. Quadruple aught just means 4 zeros. So we used to use quadruple aught for polishing furniture back in my antique dealer days.
The reason we're doing these windows manually, by the way, is because they haven't been done before, and so there was a lot of algae growth and hard water spots and stuff on them. And the water-fed pole is great and it makes things very fast, but I don't know that it would have been right for these windows.
Hey guys, Roy here again. We're just wrapping up this house. It's quite the job. We did the driveway, which is looking good. The roof is looking many shades lighter. We did both. We did all the windows, interior and exterior. Those are looking good. I think my hose reel broke, which is not good for my garden hose. So it's not winding up. So we're gonna have to deal with that, figure out what's going on with that. We did the patio. We didn't end up using any pressure or anything on the patio because it is travertine. So you can see it wasn't that dirty, but we cleaned that off. Did the windows, roof, screen enclosure, and we also did the fence. So the fence has some orangish greenish stuff on the bottom. I think that is staining from irrigation, so that did not come off. We tried SH on that, multiple doses of strength, and that didn't come off. So I think it's either some kind of rust or staining from the chemicals and stuff. So we're gonna wrap up our houses as best we can without the garden hose reel and get out of here and on to our next job. We have a couple more jobs tomorrow. Today was a long day from all the stuff we did here, but it was a good job. So we'll talk to you soon, guys. Bye.